Is hair dysmorphia a thing? Because I swear, I'm having an identity crisis after wearing sew-ins for literally my entire life and then going natural. I've only ever known myself as a baddie with inches, even if they weren't mine. Now I gotta deal with this ass bob after the hairstylist said that 4 inches of my hair were dead and she had to cut it all off. Going natural was a long time coming, but now I'm thinking that I might want to go back.
Hello, beautiful. I wanted to talk about hair dysmorphia. I never knew it was a thing until I heard it on TikTok. But I do understand where the girls are coming from. When I lost weight, I had body dysmorphia. I shed 20 pounds, but every time I looked in the mirror, I felt like that 20 pounds was still on me. Months later, I still felt like that 20 pounds was still on me. So I understand what they mean when it comes to hair dysmorphia. I want to know if you've ever heard of this or if you're experiencing it. Now we're going to listen to a couple of different clips by a couple of different girls who give their reason why they feel like they're experiencing hair dysmorphia. Before we watch those clips, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and like this video so that other girlies can watch it and learn too.
So I recently cut my hair. I cut like 2 inches off. My ends were dead. They were dry. They were flaky. They looked like ripe croissants. But now I have hair dysmorphia. I'm convinced I look bald. This is so small to me. My hair hasn't been this short in like a year and a half. And on the one hand, I'm like thankful because, you know, hair health is important. But on the other hand, it's like, we used to be so much more expansive than this.
Something that's really not talked about in the natural hair community, hair dysmorphia. And it's part of the reason why my hair went from looking like this. And my hair was even longer than this, but I kept messing with it, okay? And then it went to this type of length over time. And I recently, back in January, did a big chop, and I mean chop, like this. Which I had so much fun with this. This was the cutest thing ever. And now my hair is growing back out and we're leaving her alone. But the reason why I had hair dysmorphia is because I never felt like my hair was enough at each stage it was at. Have you had moments where you look back at photos or videos and you're like, why did I think it was not enough? And why did I go and mess it up? Why did I throw bleach on my hair 30,000 times and then cover it with box dye? Why? You know what I'm saying?
A lot of you really just don't know what your hair really looks like, what it's capable of, what it should do, what it can't do, what it's done, what it will do. Y'all are really confused. And I can tell that you're confused based on what you do to your hair, based on what you expect your hair to do. So a lot of factors. Saying all this to say, y'all need to get well acquainted with yourselves.
I know for a fact that hair dysmorphia is real and I probably have it. I have had relaxed hair since I was in 10th grade. And this year, 2026, I have decided that I will no longer relax my hair and that I will learn my natural hair in its natural state and I will wear it out. And that is scary to me. And then I'm like watching all the natural hair girls and I'm like, there's so many products, there's so much work to do. But at the end of the day, like, I think that it just makes you love yourself more when you love what the Lord gave you instead of trying to change it. And so I'm going to do more of that this year. I'm going to pour into myself, into my natural hair. I'm going to figure out what works for my hair, what doesn't work for my hair. And I think that's going to be fun.
Let's get into what hair dysmorphia means because I had to look it up on Google. I was like, this is a real thing. So this is what Google says. Hair dysmorphia or hairline dysmorphia refers to an intense preoccupation with perceived flaws in one's hair or hairline. So you feel like there's a flaw in your hair, which makes sense as to why the other girl said, I'm always dyeing my hair, cutting my hair, changing my hair, doing all of these different things because you feel like the hair that you have on your head is not beautiful enough. Okay, I'm getting it. It's often an exaggerated or imaginary defect leading to significant distress, obsessive behaviors like mirror checking, excessive grooming, hiding hair, the wigs and the weaves. That's what it's called. When someone has to wear wigs and weaves and braids all the time, they got hair dysmorphia. Oh my goodness. I never thought about that. Okay. Look at me learning something. Look at you learning something. Okay. And it says it's similar to body dysmorphia or disorder. Remember I told y'all I had that when I lost weight? I didn't make any changes, but I just saw myself as a bigger girl. Even though I've never been a bigger girl, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Okay. No offense to the big, plump, juicy girls out there, because, you know, people will take your words and just run with it, okay? That's not what I mean. But anyway, that's hair dysmorphia. So the girls don't like their hair. That's one of the girls said that. So always hiding it. The girl that's always having to do something to her hair instead of just enjoying it the way it is. I need to color, I need to cut, I need to do this. I was like that when I was younger, but I also think it was because I was a hairstylist and I was in hair school. So every time I turned around, I was cutting my hair, curling my hair, coloring my hair. I was doing something. So I don't think that's related to hair dysmorphia. But this was really good information. Well, I've learned something new today. Let me know if you did too in the comment section below. And as always, don't forget to keep it cute and healthy.